Welcome again to the third installment of Ruby's Roundup. NFL, NCAA gambling, betting, predictions, picks, MLB spread in here and there. Um, MLB is a little slow right now, focusing more on college and pro football. But if there's a good matchup, I got two for you today for the MLB. We'll get them in. So, September the 4th. Last week, again, a winning week picks wise, but not money wise. So, we got to change that around. And you know what's funny? The first game I really like on both weeks, down the tubes. So let's change that around. Let's cash them, not trash them. First things first. I love Oklahoma this week over Michigan. I also love North Texas and Tulane and Ole Miss. That's a 14 parlay. That's already in the books. Put it in the bank. Again, you follow, fade, ignore, and whatever you can afford. If you were going with me and you could bet single games, you got $25. I know you're making some cash. Parlays, again, the one team. But if you didn't like that team and you went with a three-teamer, you made some. And again, it depends what you're going, what your limit is. I'll give you a couple more real quick. I really like Toledo minus. Kansas State, one more chance. I mean, Army's bad, so let's go with Kansas State. Purdue, money line. Can't go wrong with that. BYU money line. Let's roll that in there. I also like Maryland Friday, so I mean, Maryland and let's do Maryland and Memphis in a two-teamer, secret steamer parlay. Barking Dogs. I like New Mexico State. Getting 3.5, 4. That looks like a good. Maybe sprinkle on the money line. I mean, that might be an outright barking dog that can win without the spread. NFL. How can you not go with the Eagles tonight? I don't have my parlay in because I'm going to do it Friday. That's why I'm going to move the show to Friday, but to next Friday. But I'll give you I like the Commanders over the Giants. I like the Broncos over the Titans. Cardinals over Saints. And let's throw in the 49ers over the Seattle Seahawks. That's a four-teamer for you. Survivor-wise, week 1, Broncos. I know a lot of people are going to go, the Eagles, and I don't blame them. I think they're going to win tonight. I think it's going to be a no-brainer. I think by halftime we can all go to bed unless we really want to see if our fantasy guys score. But I got to work tomorrow, so I'm hoping that, the Eagles have it out of hand, and I got a couple of points here and there from my guys. I only got Barkley and the kicker from Dallas, and, multiple, it was an Eagles defense. So if the Eagles, if something fumbles or they kick off return or Dak does what he usually does against Philly and throws an interception, get some points there. I'll probably go to bed at halftime, but if it's a nail biter, I'll be up, and tomorrow I'll put the toothpicks in my eyes, and you know the deal. You've been there. Also, a sleeper of a survivor pick is Arizona. So because you never probably gonna want to use them again or have a chance to use them again over New Orleans. So take those for what you will. Ignore, fade, follower, ignore them. Let's win some money. MLB. I like the Astros over the Yankees. Don't say, yeah, you're a Yankee hater. Astros tonight. And I'm gonna shock you, and I'm gonna go with the White Sox over the Twins. There's two baseball. Fantasy wise, you can't go wrong with Joe Burrow against Cleveland. I know she's struggling in week one. Obviously, Barkley. I mean, those are the givens. Barkley, Bijan Robinson, Jamar Gibbs. But how about one or two maybe sleepers? How about that? Travion Henderson from the Patriots against the Raiders. I'd put him in your lineups or get him on, if you're going to do the FanDuel streamer lineup. Can't go, doesn't seem like you can go wrong with Henderson. I would also roll in there James Conner from the Cardinals. I think he's going to have a big week one. And I would also put in, I wouldn't be afraid to put in Josh Jacobs from the Packers. Receiving wise, I mean, you know you're going to start CeeDee Lamb, and even though the Eagles are good, and Jamar Chase and all those guys. But how about Tarana McMillan from the Panthers? I believe that's it. I don't know exactly if that's how you say his name, but McMillan from the Panthers. He looks like a good sleeper. Throw in Trey McBride from the Cardinals, even though he's a tight end. While you're at it, you might as well throw in Marvin Harrison Jr. I got him in 2 leagues. I'm expecting a much better year. Looked a little bit, more competent at the end of the year and put on a little muscle. I mean, everybody was saying he was going to be better than his dad. If he's half as good as his dad, he'll be all right. Because last year was a disappointment, in my opinion. I would also roll out Stephon Diggs. Give Diggs or Demario Douglas from the Patriots a roll. Roll them out against the Raiders. Well, that's it for this week. Good luck. Good luck with all your bets. And till next week, Ruby signing off.